Hi. Hi. So with the advent of DaVinci Resolve 23, I think it is 22, 23, with the photo page, I thought it was a really good time to go around and look at my DaVinci Resolve installers for Omarchy. Basically, obviously, the new version of DaVinci Resolve adds a huge amount of functionality for Linux with the photo page, which is like a Lightroom cross with Photoshop type thing, which we've never had on Linux before. So yesterday I did the Intel version, which works. So you've got DaVinci Resolve on Intel on Omarchy, and I've also done the Nvidia version, which is the easy one. Now the AMD one has always been a big white whale with me. It's a real problem. I used to have a 5060 years ago, an RX 5060, 5080, and then I got a 9060 XT, and I work on an Nvidia card, but the thing is, a lot of Linux users are probably skewed towards AMD cards because those things just worked out the boxes. Now, I did do a script for Omarchy, and it worked, and that was based off of the installer that came from the AUR. So, but what I've done with this, because there was a few caveats with that, I've completely redone it so it's like native. So it's not pulling from the AUR for the installer element anymore. It's working like the Nvidia one and the Intel one. Now, there are a few problems with AMD, and it's to do with ROCm. The latest version, 7.2, breaks DaVinci Resolve. So in this installer, what it'll do, it'll pull down version 7.1, pin it, so going further for forward updates, it will not update past that and let you tell it to, so DaVinci Resolve will work. I've also employed the audio fixes that I found out were affecting Nvidia systems and Intel systems, where you get this thing where the ALSA and Pipewire fight over your free audio channel, and sometimes it gets fixed by putting in like an actual audio source, like a microphone or something, but a lot of the time it doesn't. So what happens is when you click render, it just sits there and you see the time go up, because basically Resolve's trying to grab control of the audio and it can't get it. So it just flicks between the two. So the patch basically creates a clean dummy audio thing and then reroutes it in Omarchy back to your proper audio source that you're using. So it gives it like a clean one. So that's in there as well. Just trying to think what else I put in there. Yeah, and the older version of my AMD installer, obviously they've updated Hyperland since, and it was giving Hyperland errors. So that's been done, and I've also introduced a thing because there was a problem with mouse capture on some of the Hyperland with Hyperland. Anyway, all that's been fixed, so it's like a major overhaul, but it's really worthwhile doing. I mean, this, if you've got Hyperland on Catchy, Endeavour, what's the other one? Guarda or Manjaro even, this should work, but you've got to be using Hyperland as the sort of like the DE. But yeah, so there's quite a lot's gone into it, and there was also some really weird issues with how it detects the AMD card, but that's all done. So yeah, so what we're going to do, you'll find the script if you go to the website and look for the Omarchy AMD Resolve installer, and then it'll take you over to the Git, and all the notes will be there. If you go through the README, and you can see everything that's in there, it should work on certain 6,000 cards, it should work on certain 7,000 cards and all the 9,000 cards. But in the README, you'll see what it works, and there's tricks you can do to make it fake that it's picking up the other card. It'll always lock on the DGPU. There's a matrix I built as well, because obviously some people have got AMD integrated graphics on their laptops and a DGPU which is AMD, so it should work that out as well. So yeah, there you go. It was a bit of a thing, but it's worth doing because, as I said, there's a lot of people who use AMD cards for Linux, so it was worthwhile diving in. So with that massive preamble as ever out of the way, let's dive in. Okay, so here we are on Omarchy as usual. Okay, and so to do this, first of all, Super Shift F, and you need to put whichever version of Resolve you need in the downloads folder. I've got the free version. If you look at some of the other notes in the other channel, if you do use the Pro version, you need to chmod 777 the license file to get it to write. Okay, so that's on there. So just go to the website quickly. Super should be, and we want to go to www.no-signal.uk. And if you scroll down, sorry, I'm chewing. So if you scroll down, there it is. You've got, I've split these up now because there's quite a few in the project section. So now you've got DaVinci Resolve installers. There's a few. So AMD for Resolve. Here we go for Omarchy. Now, massive update. I'll update the video at some point as well. And all you need to do is come down here, and it's got in the instructions is download DaVinci Resolve from Blackmagic and put it into your downloads folder. And then you just clone this. Okay, and let's just do a terminal over here. We don't need that. Get rid of that one and just paste that in there. And it starts to run. And it goes through and checks your system. There's a really cool DaVinci Resolve detection script that it pulls down and checks that it can run. So click yes. And it basically, it'll pin your ROCm version to 7.71. So yes, password Q. And now it'll start to do the install. Off it goes, doing its bit, downloading ROCm, yeah. So at some point in the future, and it's proven that 7.3 works, I'll remove this from the script so they can jump to 7.3 so you can get the latest version. But right now, 7.2 breaks it, so we can't use that. Now, it does this. It is downloading the background, it just sits there. So depending on your internet, it will sit there for a while, but just let it do its thing. Going to skip rid of that one. It takes a while. I'm on Wi-Fi on this one because I'm on the Intel. I'm on the Dell 8960 with the AMD card in it. It's not wired. It's just doing it over Wi-Fi, so it's a bit slower. But it will get there, I assure you. Come on, come on, come on. Let's just scroll back. Just give you some warnings. Now I'm on Omarchy release candidate 3.7. So I jumped up to kernel 7. Shouldn't make any difference. It should work on your older kernel versions. Come on. It's taking forever. Just check my internet's still working. No signal. It is. It's taking forever to download. Why is that? Definitely working. Just give it a minute. There we go. I like to do all these things in real time because it's like, it's terrible when these videos jump ahead and you don't know how long something takes to download or go in, and you immediately go, something's wrong with my machine. So now it's installing Resolve. Let's get rid of that, don't need that anymore. Yeah, they all going in. Rumbling through the installer. I think I've seen this installation, Resolve install, more. If I had £1 for every time I've watched Resolve install on Linux, I wouldn't be making YouTube videos. Do you know what I mean? It's like seriously the amount of times I've managed to sit here. I can't remember the hardest one I did. The hardest install was OpenSUSE. One of them. There was one of them that just had Fedora is quite tricky for some reason. It's all to do with SE Linux, I think. But we're on Arch here, so we're like wind in your hair, top down. There we go. Patching. The original version I mentioned, I had it so use the AUR installer, but that's not. There we go. But that's not. I thought I'd make it like more homegrown so I could control it better if anything happens upstream. Here we go. Going for it. It's still rumbling away there. It's a lot, isn't there? When you do AMD, it's like supposed to be super simple. Now it's installed. Okay. Right. And then come out of that. And we should go in here. And you should have DaVinci Resolve. Continue. Skip and start. Now, obviously, every video I explain you have to go in and change the font sizes. Don't want the extra beta, but it'll run on that anyway. There's instructions in there. Oh, I can't see. Preferences. User. 150%. Save. OK. Close it. Open it again. And there we are on the right side. And there's a really easy test now. Let's do new project, call it that, create. Easy test to make sure you're up to speed. It's just go into edit, go to effects, drag over it. Now you'll see something, there's a bit of a lag the first when you start to use this with the video over the right hand side. So just, I'm going to grab in an EBU color bar, drop it in. You see there's nothing on the screen. Once it kicks in, it can be up to 60 seconds this. It's a really annoying little thing, but it will. Let's grab another one. Let's get the full color gradient on there. But all of a sudden it'll just come in. There you go. Let's get that. Cosmic lines. Once it's in, yeah, this is the problem with having. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's a little bit laggy, tiny bit, but that's just the wave. You can get used to that. Let's try another one. Let's try honeycomb. Tiny, it's not as instantaneous. That's better now. Let's try another one. Contours. Stage curtains. That's a proper effect. Because you're not. There you go. You'll do it. Because obviously with Nvidia you've got access straight to CUDA. With this it's sort of trying its hardest with OpenCL. But I'll get there. Totally usable. And then the big reason is you've got this photo page on here. Media. Let me just try that. Let me just find some. Hang on, 10 seconds. Plug in a drive with some photos on it. There we go. Canon, DCI. Let's grab those. Let's grab a couple of those. Copy, put them into my video folder. Paste. Oh, get rid of that. There we are. They've appeared in here. Let's get this. Is what have we got? Let's just get a couple of them. That to that. Add to media pool. Again, because it's using OpenCL and it's not spot on, it takes a little bit of time to get things done. Let's go to the media page. Let's go to the photos page. There they are, and then you just create a new photo album. And there you go. Now you can edit your photos, do you want. And if I jump over to the timeline, now got them in there. You can do all your color effects and stuff on there. You lift the gamma up. You can have a play, do what you want. And there you go. So, and then you can just export that like over here. Export high-res JPEGs. Let's see if this works. 300 dpi. Browse. Let's put them in there. Okay, add to render queue. Render all. There you go. There's got a few quirks with this. I've just booted it in. Job cancelled. I bet you if I restart that. Cancel jobs and quit. Yeah, there are a few quirks with it. I mean, you'll have to have a play with it and see if you can get things where. Let's just launch that again, get it to go. So, DaVinci Resolve. Sometimes a reboot can help with it. It's a little bit. Let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's try that image there. Let's come to that. Get rid of that one. Let's try add to render queue. Let's try to render all. Job failed. Failed to decode video frame. There you go. You are going to get some bumps. I mean, for video editing, yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It'll do its thing. But the photo thing's new. I mean, this is the beta. So who knows? I'm on beta version 1. So when this gets stabilized, it should be, come back to me. It should be better. I mean, so there you go. So that's DaVinci Resolve on AMD on Omarchy. And as I said, if you've got Hyperland desktop, this should work on any Arch distribution. I've tried to cure as many of the little snags. That is the beta though. So that photo page is brand new and that's beta 1. So there's been a beta 2 that's come out. So hopefully that will improve. It's, you know, it's got glitches as you can see, but the video editing part should work perfectly fine and you should get audio because I've managed to crack that strange, bizarre audio issue that they've got. But if you do have issues, just let me know and see if we can work through them. But yeah, DaVinci Resolve, Omarchy, AMD. Thanks for watching.